Hi, it's Karen. I posted a picture yesterday of the skirt I made out of the speaker shirt that I got at Singapore Sequel Saturday. Now, I understand why organizers order men's polo shirts as speaker shirts because ordering female versions of promotional clothing is very error prone. Sizing is radically different between providers and shirt vendors, and it's just a mess. And also, too few women are submitting to speak at technical events, which means that even makes it more complicated for organizers trying to get uniform, standardized speaking attire. So I get it why organizers do that. It's just wearing a men's polo shirt is not very flattering. It's uncomfortable for me. They typically order the same size that I submitted in female sizing for men's sizing. And so it's all just craziness. So what I like to do is using tools that I have normally when I travel to try to turn these into something I can wear. Usually skirts, but sometimes I can cut the top, cut the sleeves off, cut a different neck, and it still looks great, but not always. So I'm just gonna turn the camera around and show you. So this is the skirt that I made, and you can see that all I did was cut it across from under the sleeves, and then cut just around the sleeves a little bit to make these two strips. Now, what those two strips do is I'm able to tie those, to put the skirt on, tie them and tie them in knots around my back. The key to making this design work is you have to pull up after you've tied at your skirt, because your waist is smaller. You have to be able to pull up a little of the back of the skirt and tie it inside one of the 4 square knots that you tie. That's the reasons why I use 2 strips. So I use one strip to tie it to fit my waist, and then the second one that fits my waist but also has in the back roll of the skirt. The other great thing about this design is you're using the natural hem in the bottom of the skirt, and then most polo shirts and men's shirts have a little slit on the side. Sometimes you can bring that up a little bit to get more movement so that you're able to sit comfortably in the skirt. This was a knit one, so I didn't have to do anything about it. But when I've converted Hawaiian shirts or other fabrics with less stretch, I might elongate that slit a little bit, not because I'm adding a slit, but because it allows me to sit comfortably and have a little bit more movement. So I hope you'll see that it really only took a pair of tiny cuticle scissors that are safe to travel with, and also those ribbons didn't have to be cut perfectly because they're going to be stretched and tied, and I wear a shirt over the top of it. No one sees it. Sometimes I'm able to tie one of the ties in the front and one in the back, but in this case I wanted all that bulk behind me in the skirt. And it turned out pretty well, and I posted pictures of that, of me wearing it. The other great thing about this design is it's a custom fit for me. So by tying it around the waist, you're not having to do any tailoring, you're just making it fit. So anyway, I hope that more women will take these shirts that don't fit as well, don't feel as well, and turn them into something that is still feminine and still has the logos, because I cut the logo out of the chest of the shirt and tacked it onto the bottom of the skirt. And I also cut the sponsorship, this shirt had sponsorship logos on the back. I cut that strip out and was going to wear it running down the side of the skirt, but decided not to. But I've done that before to make sure that the sponsors who paid for the logos get us speakers wearing the logos. Anyway, good luck with trying these things, and organizers, be happy that a female was proudly wearing your speaker shirt. Thanks.